Number 10.
ZTZ-99. Weighing about 55 tons, this tank is in possession of China. It was first manufactured in the year 2001 and is in service till date. It is designed and manufactured by Norinco. It has its main gun which has the bolters of 125 mm. It is built with modular composite, having central driver position. Its hull is almost a copy of the Russian T-72, whereas the overall design is similar to those of the Western designers. About 200 such tanks were ready for combat, just in the year 2008. Loading of the cannon is automatic in this tank, whereas the control of gun can be both automatic and manual, depending on the user. The rate of shoot is about 8 rounds per minute in this tank. This tank costs about $2.6 million.
Number 9.
T-90AM. One of the major on-field military power held by Russia is the T-90AM. It has two variants, T-90 and T-90A. T-90 came into force in the year 1993 and T-90A came out in the year 2004. Both being heavily armed has been successfully used in the Syrian civil war and the Dagestan invasion in 1999. Both weighing about 45 tons, these tanks cost about $4.5 million. Its body is made of composite steel reactive blend. The main gun is made of 125 mm cannons with 42 to 43 rounds per loading. For the safety purpose, it has smoke discharges, heavy armor, warning laser etc. This tank was basically developed by Uralvagonzavod, in order to singularly replace T-64, T-72, and T-80.
Number 8.
Merkava 4. Held by Israel, it has been a major threat to the opponents of Israel. It has been in service to the Israel since 1978, which has been used in several wars. First Intifada, Lebanon Wars, Second Intifada, Gaza Wars to name a few. Manufactured by Mantuk, this tank costs about $4.5 million per unit for sold to the other countries. It has a 120 mm cannon, and the tank weighed about 65 tons. It has the capacity to carry up to 6 people at a time. It also has other ammo shots like 60 mm, 12.7 mm, 7.62 mm, and also 12 grenades. For the protection of the passenger, the engine is kept in the front, in order to defend frontal attacks. It is cost-effective and also off-road sustainable.
Number 7.
Arjuna Mk2. Designed by Kverd and DRDO of India, this tank is one of the most effective weapon against the opposing country. This tank was designed in the year 1974 and is in service till date. It costs about $8.3 million per unit of this tank. Weighing about 60 tons, it shows great effect in any battlefronts. It has a rifled gun of 120 mm as its main weapon. It also has 7.62 mm and 12.7 mm machine guns attached. The crew for this tank is made up of 4 members. This tank performed very well against the T-90 when put to trial against it. The country presently holds 366 such tanks in its service. The main gun has a capacity of firing 6 to 8 rounds of cannons per minute.
Number 6.
Leopard 2A6. This is one of the main battle tanks of the German army, which has been in service since 1979, which was used in the war against Afghanistan. Over 3,000 such units have been manufactured till date for self-defense of the country as well as for the sale to different countries. This tank weighs over 60 tons. Its main gun has a 120 mm cannons of 42 rounds per loading. It also has 7.62 mm MG3A1. It was designed by Krauss Maffei in 1970s. It is made of multi-layered body throughout, for higher level of protection. Its armor is a combination of 2 steel plates of different elasticities, hardness, and other properties.
Number 5.
M1A2 SEP. Under the possession of the United States of America, this tank has helped the country in gaining the name Big Brother of the world by assisting the army against the opposing countries. It has been used in different wars such as Iraq War, Afghanistan War, ISIS War, etc. It has been providing service to the nation since 1980. It has the capacity to carry 4 people at a time. It is made of Burlington composite armor and over 10,000 such units have been produced till date. It has a 120 mm cannonball gun and also 105 mm rifled gun. It also has 2 smoke grenade which is 6-barreled. It has an active protection system which directs the incoming missile away for protection.
Number 4.
Challenger 2. Owned and used by the United Kingdom, this battle tank has been in service since 1998. It has been used in many wars, among which a major war being Iraq War. This tank weighs a little less than 6.5 tons and has a crew capacity of 4 people. Its main weapon is the 120 mm rifled gun with 49 rounds per loading. It also has 7.62 mm chain gun and 7.62 mm machine gun in the secondary ammunition. It is used by both the UK Army and the Oman Army. This tank was designed by Vickers Defence Systems, which is basically a British company, in the year 1986. 58 main rounds and 4,200 secondary rounds are carried in this tank at a time.
Number 3.
K2 Black Panther. Though it came into service very recently, in 2014, this tank is one of the finest tanks under the possessions of South Korea. Costing about $8.2 million, this tank is the best when it put in trial against both Markova and the Leopard. Weighing about 55 tons, only about 100 such units are produced till date. It has an anti-missile defense system installed in it, and also has a composite armor which gives it a double protection. It has 40 rounds of 120 mm main gun along with the secondary guns of 12.7 mm and 7.62 mm machine guns. It has a lock-on system which helps to track and lock the target which is up to 10 km far.
Number 2.
Type 10 tank. This tank is a possession of Japan. It is a 4th-gen tank which costs about $9.4 million. It has been in service to the country since 2012. It is designed and manufactured by Mitsubishi Company. Weighing about 45 tons, 80 such units have been produced till date. It has the capacity to carry crew of 3 members. The armor is made up of nanocrystal steel, modular ceramic composite armor. Its main armament has an automatic loader of 120 mm cannons, along with the secondary 12.7 mm and 7.62 mm machine guns. This tank has replaced the Type 74 and Type 90 tanks. The view of the commander in this tank is much wider than the other tanks.
Number 1.
AMX-56 Leclerc. Came into service in 1993, in France. This tank has been used in wars many times till date, among which Yemeni is the major. It was designed by GIAT Industries previously and presently by Nexter. Around 860 such units are produced till date by this company, but presently the production is stopped as there is no need for more production. Weighing about 55 tons, it has the main armament of 40 rounds of 120 mm tank gun. It is made of modular composite armor of tungsten, titanium and semi-reactive layers. It has a crew capacity of 3 members. It also has secondary armament of 7.62 mm and 12.7 mm machine guns.